Welcome back to Ben Rants. And when I was a kid, there were only 150 Pokemon. Then there was 300. Then 450. I lost track after that. Welcome to a very special Ben Rants. I've got several requests from my lovely fans to rant on a lot of things. Some of these things I've already talked about, aren't interested in, or never even heard of. However, these are going to be several rants that I'd love to do, but I can't fit them in any other video. Well, this is that video for them. I'm going to do several mini rants on several different things in one video. So, get ready for my most madcap video yet. Here are my mini rants. My first little rant is on the fact that companies don't always release their TV shows on DVD. This is really an annoying thing if you're a collector, because you really want to rewatch all the shows you grew up with. The ones you liked anyway. And it's hard to do that when freaking companies don't release them on DVD. For example, Disney. They are home to some of the most beloved animated shows of all time. Thankfully, they have DVD releases for some of their shows from the Disney afternoon, like DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Gargoyles, and Tailspin. However, where's Aladdin the animated series? Where's Goof Troop? Where's Bonkers? These were some of my favorite shows and they don't even have them on DVD. You're a huge company, Disney. Would it kill you to give certain cartoons some DVD releases? I know I'm not the only person who would buy them. What also ticks me off about companies and their DVD releases is that they may release a show on DVD, but they don't release the whole show on DVD. Disney is the biggest abuser of this. Remember all those cartoons I mentioned that got DVD releases? Guess what? None of them had the whole series released on DVD. Are you freaking kidding me? Yes, DuckTales has 3 volumes out and only needs 1 more to have the whole series on DVD. Why did you go so far only to stop? Come on! Of course, Disney has made claims that they stopped making DVDs of the show because the other volumes weren't selling well. Bullspit! They were selling well enough to have more than 1 volume released, so how the heck didn't they sell enough to complete the series? What the truck is wrong with you, Disney? It's like they're taunting us. What's that? You want the complete series of Darkwing Duck on DVD? Too bad! Watch our crappy teen sitcoms instead. Screw you, Disney. However, Disney isn't the only abuser of this trend. Warner Brothers is guilty of the same thing. I'm pretty sure some of you have DVDs of Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, Freakazoid, and Pinky and the Brain at home. Warner Brothers was kind enough to give us the complete Pinky and the Brain and Freakazoid, but when it comes to Tiny Toons and Animaniacs, they got screwed. Where's Volume 4 for Animaniacs? Where's Seasons 2 and 3 for Tiny Toons? You're so close! Why quit while you're ahead? Then, there is their Cartoon Network shows. You Ed, Edd and A fans better keep praying Warner Brothers releases the last 3 seasons on DVD. I myself am a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends fan, and I only get 2 seasons on DVD. Thanks a lot, Warner Brothers. I'll enjoy the first 2 seasons while I wait for the next 4. My next mini rant is on the generic My Little Pony toys that Hasbro releases. As a first-time pony collector, I really want to have all the main 6 sitting on my shelf. What's that? They have more than just the main 6? Cool! Who are they? Feather May? Cupcake? Honey Buzz? Who the truck are all these ponies? I don't remember them in the show. Yeah, guess what? Hasbro has made a bunch of toys of pony characters that don't even exist. Wow, really? What makes you think you're going to make money off of them? They feel more like Mexican counterfeits than they do official toys. To add insult to injury, the generic characters are just the main 6 colored differently. Wow, talk about your lack of creativity. This freaking ticks me off when I'm trying to find characters I actually want, but I have an avalanche of these generic things falling on top of me. Newsflash, Hasbro, nobody is buying these! This is why there's so many on the shelves. If anything, you should release the toys of background ponies from the actual show, like Carrot Top, Berry Punch, and Octavia. Plus, you should release toys of Bonbon and Lyra, that way I can make them kiss each other. Was that out loud? Anyway, the generic pony toys tick me off. They take up shelf space for the actual characters we care about, and they are insults to the main six. If you're a DirecTV subscriber, this next little rant will apply to you. Recently, Viacom took off the channels they own off of DirecTV for a little over 2 weeks. Gee, first they're suing YouTube for showing their material, now they're actually taking their channels away from paying customers? What jackholes. However, since this isn't the late 90s and early 2000s anymore, I wasn't missing much with Viacom taking their channels off. Sure, I miss Tough Puppy, Futurama, and 2 weeks of TNA Impact, but I can move on with my life. However, Viacom's reason for taking their channels off DirecTV is what really insulted me. According to DirecTV's CEO, they demanded 30% more money just for their channels. Are you serious? You actually wanted us to pay more just for your channels? What makes you so special? I mean, I could understand you doing this back when you actually had quality programming, but in this day and age, your channels freaking suck! Yeah, because some people will really be willing to pay more money just to see reruns of Jersey Shore. Yeah, that's another thing. Viacom owns the channels that give us SpongeBob, Tosh.0, and all the other crap they have on MTV. If anything, Viacom should be paying us for all the brain cells of ours they killed with their stupid programming. Well, they recently settled this dispute, and I have my 3 shows that I watch back that Viacom owns. However, the very idea that they think they're more important than other channels is insulting to both the viewers and the entertainment industry in general. Another thing that ticks me off is Wal-Mart. This freaking store just knows how to push my buttons. Okay, so you all know I like to buy DVDs. Well, sometimes I go into Wal-Mart and I see something I want in there. However, there are times when I don't have money with me and I need to wait before I get some more. So, when I get more money, I go into the store and the thing I want isn't there. What the heck? Did you really run out of one DVD box set in 1 week? Not to mention, I think I'm the only person in Springfield, Illinois who will be trying to buy Tom and Jerry the Spotlight Collection. So, with me still wanting to set this money free from the jail cell that is my wallet, I get the DVD somewhere else. However, there are times when I go into Walmart after I get the DVD, and guess what I see on the shelf? The same freaking DVD that I wanted to buy from there, but they didn't have it, so I had to buy it somewhere else for a higher price. What the heck, Walmart? And before you say something, this didn't happen to me only once. This happens to me all the freaking time. It's like they know I want something, so they make it look out of stock on purpose just to laugh in my face. Do you want my business or not? Anyway, despite this one huge nitpick, Walmart is an okay place to go to and find something I want in it. They also have really good prices compared to competitors. So, when they're not messing with me, Walmart is an alright place for me to shop at. One store that does get on my nerves is Best Buy. You'd think with me being the huge DVD collector that I am, Best Buy would actually be a paradise for me. However, if it's a paradise, then I hate to see what hell looks like. There are so many problems I have with Best Buy. For starters, if I'm looking for a certain show on DVD, they'll most likely only have 1 or 2 seasons of the said show, and the rest aren't on the shelf. What the heck? And don't say they got sold out, because there isn't any empty spaces on the shelf. Give me a break. What's the point of selling a DVD of a show if you're not going to have all the DVDs there? That's so pointless, especially when they don't have the particular volume you're looking for. Once I'm done pouting about the TV show selections, then I'm getting more mad at the movie selections. I don't know how to describe it, but their movie selection seems lacking. I just think they could add more movies to the shelves. Then, when you finally find something you want, get ready for the Heartstopper. Best Buy's prices are ridiculous. They charge the highest prices for DVDs that I've ever seen. $15 for a Nightmare on Elm Street 4-pack? I could get the same DVD at Walmart for only $10. If you get a Best Buy gift card from your relatives, you better hope they're not cheapskates and they give you some worth $50 to $100. Otherwise, you'll only be able to get one thing in that frickin' store. However, Best Buy's CD collection is really good, and their prices are fair for those. However, I'm a movie and TV person, and when Best Buy doesn't have what I'm looking for, or if they have what I'm looking for, but they're asking for my arms and legs, then I get really annoyed. Oh my gosh, why can't this company just leave me alone? As if WWE's product wasn't crappy enough, then their magazine is just as bad, if not worse. Sometimes when I'm grocery shopping, I like to take a break and sit down at the magazine rack and look through magazines. However, the store doesn't always have Pro Wrestling Illustrated, so I have to settle with WWE Magazine. Boy, do I wish I never picked these things up. For starters, their covers are so flashy and colorful. It's like they're trying to appeal to little kids. Wait. Then you open up the magazine and what do you get? Maybe you want to see behind the scenes of the company, hype for a big match, interviews, or other interesting stuff. What you get instead are pop culture references, trivia that a 2-year-old could answer, and the WWE wrestlers, superstars, talking about crap that we don't care about. What the duck is this hippo spit? Isn't this supposed to be a wrestling magazine? Oh wait, I forgot. WWE isn't a wrestling company anymore. It's an entertainment company. I swear, I just want to punch Vince McMahon in the face. Anyway, this magazine is nothing more than an insult to wrestling. I mean, entertainment. I swear, I could see kids picking this magazine up and reading it, but not wrestling fans. Yes, can I make it any more clear? This feels like a freaking kid magazine. And if this is the kind of crap they put in the official magazine, I hate to see what they put in the now defunct WWE Kids magazine. Yeah, what was the point of making that a separate magazine when the main one is already kitty eye candy? However, the nail in the coffin for me is when the magazine takes a little bit of a page to knock on how bad WCW was. WWE, you're the last company that has the right to knock on WCW with all the stupid crap you've done since the PG era started. Anyway, WWE Magazine is quite possibly the worst magazine ever. Oh my gosh. I've been wanting to rip these two guys several new mouthholes for a long time. Now, it's my chance. First, let me say that I believe these two directors are very talented and creative, and they both directed some of my favorite movies of all time. However, that's no alibi for all the stupid decisions they have made. These two directors make some of the most beloved films of all time, and what do they do with them? They completely change them around and make them different from what you remembered when you were a kid. For example, Steven Spielberg took E.T. and completely crapped on it. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like E.T. that much. I feel it's just one of those movies where if you see all the best parts from it, you've practically seen the whole movie. The rest is just boring filler. So, Steven Spielberg takes scenes from E.T. that have the animatronic E.T. and replaces it with a crappy CGI animation. Really, Spielberg? Really? Now, E.T. looks even more unrealistic than he already did. I mean, how disrespectful is that to the people who operated that animatronic to help bring E.T. to life, only for you to wait 20 years and replace it with a video game character? Give me a break, Spielberg. And do I even have to mention the guns turning into walkie-talkies? That wasn't Steven's decision, though. It was Drew Barrymore's. Now, we move on to George Lucas. Do I even need to bring up how he's trying to ruin the original Star Wars trilogy? Pointless CGI effects, terrible dance scenes, Greedo shooting first, it just irks me. Yeah, so these two directors have a knack of trying to change their films around when nothing was wrong with them in the first place. I understand some directors really wanted more out of their movies when they made them, but if they're made in a certain way, leave them alone. These are movies that touch lots of people everywhere, and I'm sure nobody who saw these movies first ever complained that Return of the Jedi didn't have a dumb dance scene in it. Don't try to alter history. Then again, why stop there? At the end of Jaws, maybe you shouldn't make Roy look like such a cold-blooded killer. Have the shark shoot a harpoon first. Also, why not replace all the blasters in Star Wars with walkie-talkies? And finally, in Schindler's List, let's have CGI Germans dancing as Jewish people are being executed. Those will make those movies so much better. Those who remember my Ben Strikes Back video, you'll remember that I said I could rant on anything I wanted, and rocks would be one of those things. Well, that day has come. Rocks are jackholes. They are sneaky, conniving, and evil. I'm sure some of you have had to walk outside with no shoes on a couple of times. Well, these pointy little things take that opportunity to strike, and you step on them and hurt your foot. They come out of nowhere. You can walk while looking at the ground and they'll still find a way to sneak past you and hurt you. So, to avoid getting bruised feet, you put some shoes or slippers on before you walk outside. Well, that doesn't stop those dang rocks. They'll see you have something on your feet, and they'll sneak into the footwear and get stuck in them just to annoy you. Frickin' little clumps of fish crap! Oh, and when rocks feel like they're not making your life miserable enough, they get together with their buddies and form huge groups. Now, you better be cautious while walking, or those sons and daughters of witches will cause you to slip and fall. It's like they're trying to kill all humans and take over the earth. And finally, be careful when mowing your lawn. Those rocks will sneak in front of your lawnmower when you're not looking and fly right into your window. That rock would consider it a worthy suicide. Frickin' rocks frickin' suck. Mind your own business and leave us humans the heck alone. Another thing I hate are the erasers on pencils. I do believe erasers are a great invention, but they are a pain in the glass. I like to draw and write things down a lot, and I screw up sometimes. It's human nature to make mistakes, so I need to use the eraser on the pencil to correct it. However, they choose this moment to make me suffer. I use the eraser on the pencil, and it does one of three things. First scenario, it'll break off the pencil to where there is no eraser left. Wow, what a wimp. How did you graduate from erasing college? Second scenario, it'll cause smudges all over the paper and leave an ugly mess. Come on, is it really that hard to get rid of a pencil mark that you have to make a roadkill stain on the paper? Dang these Dollar General pencils. And third scenario, it won't erase your pencil mark very well, so you have to get another piece of paper and start all over again. This is why I use standalone erasers. They're big and they get the job done. I don't have to worry about them committing suicide on me, barfing on the paper, or saying screw this and not doing their job. Screw the erasers on pencils. Finally, I freaking hate fast food restaurants. If I'm hungry, all I want is some hot food that I can get in a couple of minutes. But no, life can't be easy, so even trying to eat is a hassle. First, I pull up to the little intercom and try to tell them what I want, but when they reply back, I can't understand what they're saying most of the time. It just sounds like a robot that failed speech class. Quit making out with the microphone and talk to me like a normal person. However, when you do understand them, they ask you the dumbest questions. Is that what you wanted? No duh, Sherlock! I just wanted a burger, some fries, and a medium drink. Is it really that hard to remember something that you have to ask me to tell you it again after I just told you? Yeah, like I'm going to change my mind in 1 second. So, I pull around the building, give the money to the pay window. Yeah, I don't know why some drive-thrus have 2 separate windows, one for paying and one for getting food. Why can't you just make it the same window like most restaurants do? So, I take my food and I drive away and I can't wait to eat. I dig my way through the napkin factory they put in the bag, and guess what? They get my order messed up! I said a burger with everything on it, not just ketchup and pickles. Great, now my meal's ruined. Screw you, fast food restaurants. I'm staying at home from now on and eating real food. Looks like I have Crave cereal on the menu on Saturday night. Well, there's a collage of things that make me angry. Believe me, this isn't all the things that make me angry. I've got several more things that make my head steam. But I'll save those for another day. I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm gonna go update my pony toy collection.